the same thing for the universe? Can we do the same thing for the universe? Yes, right? Yes, we can do the same thing for the universe. So we look at the outer aspects of the universe, and we look at it, it's so big, it is so orderly, it is so well designed, it has purposes all over the place. And look at different branches of sciences. They are studying different aspects of the universe, and the entire humanity could only understand a fraction of what is happening in the universe, right? It is so well orderly, it is full of purposes. We're not going to go into detail, but by looking at the outer aspects of the universe, we confirm that there must be a creator of this universe who is not bound by the limitations of this universe, who is beyond and above the limitations of this universe. Otherwise, this universe cannot exist, right? So, for example, we're looking at the chairs, even just a simple chair, we look at it and we look at the qualities of it and we say, it cannot exist by itself, right? There must be someone who designed it, who built it, right? It is impossible. So we look at the universe and say, there must be someone who made it. Okay, agreed so far? Let's move on. So we said the first part of the faith, first component, we said we believe in God. Kullun amana billah. Right? Now we're moving to another topic. So for example, I'm sure you visited some art galleries. If not, you have seen them on TV. You have seen them on the internet. You heard about them. You saw their pictures. What are art galleries for? What are they for? Mustafa?
It's an exhibition of artistic skills.
It's an exhibition of artistic skills.
Right.
But why are they not like at top of a mountain, or why are they in a structure, in a building?
Just to accommodate them all together.
For what? You're bringing them together
For visitors.
for visitors, for people to see. Mustafa?
For the admiration and appreciation of the art.
Yeah, for the admiration and appreciation of art by
by the
others, right? People are bringing them together so that people can take a look at them and appreciate art and beauty in them, right? So we say that an art gallery is for spectators, right? Have you ever heard of an art gallery in some remote areas and nobody goes there? They're mostly in Chicago, and they're more, so say for example in bigger cities where people are, if you look at Chicago, they're mostly in downtown, right? Why? Because there are more people there, right? Traffic too, but it is easily accessible for people. It is more convenient for the highest possible number of people to see them, right? So they are built for people to see, right? Agree? So if there is art, it is for, or if there is an art gallery, it is for people to look at them and admire it, and contemplate it. Sometimes share their reflections with each other, right? So, libraries. As you all know, there is a big library next door, and there are thousands, if not millions, of books in our library, right? When you go there, I personally go to the library quite often, but there are only different parts of the library that I use. And the number of books that I use so far is just compared to the number of all of the books at the library, it's just a small fraction of it. When you go to the library and see those many books at the library, what do you think? What are they for? What are they for? Don't be afraid. They are for people to read, but they are for many people to read, right? I cannot read it all. I cannot finish it. You cannot finish it. So we're, how many people here, if we wanted to read them all, we couldn't finish it in many years, right? So that means they are in one place. They are many. They are many because they are serving many people, okay? There are a lot of people who are reading these books. So if you look at a library and see that it is not there just by chance, and it is well maintained. If books are worn out, they are renewed, new books are coming in, and older books are reshelved to somewhere else. They are being renewed all the time. That means when I go to a library, say, on a Sunday, nobody is there. It's such a large structure full of books in an order, and I see that they are maintained well. I do not say, okay, I need just one book, and there are a lot of books, and they are useless, and they're for no reason here. Instead, I think that, okay, that means there are a lot of people who are studying it. There must be people. I'm here on a Sunday, but there must be some other people who are taking a look at these books and studying them in detail, right? So, if there is a library in the form of an art gallery, people do both. They both look at the art there and study the meanings in the books included at this library, right? It serves multiple purposes, and nothing is for vain. Everything is for a purpose, and there are people who are connected to it, looking at the art at the library, reading the books, and learning the meanings in them.
Which library is it?
I'm sorry?
Do you know
Which library? I know that it's in Germany, but I don't know the exact name of it. Yeah. Looks nice, right?
What the previous one? I said it's the previous one? The library before this one?
I think, I'm not sure, it could be the British Museum, I'm not sure. Regardless, we're just giving examples. I think this is from Germany, that's what I remember. So, the next question is this. How do you compare the universe to a library and to an art gallery, or a combination of both?
I think the universe represents both a combination of both.
What do we mean by it?
It's like we are able to see all these. Let's say if you look at the universe, we see the galaxies, the orbits, and all that creation.
Mm-hmm.
And as you have mentioned, if we look at their inner dimensions, then it opens like a book.
Mm-hmm.
If we know how to read it.
So the universe is like a book, or the universe is like a library, because it's so big, and there are different types, there are different components of it. There are billions of galaxies, solar systems, planets, and even in planets there are different things going on. If you look at our world, it looks like it's a small thing compared to the entire universe, but there are a lot of things going on in it. And it is being renewed all the time. Remember the library being renewed all the time, or the art galleries being renewed all the time? So here's my take on it. The universe is both an art gallery and a vast library. Human beings can only observe and understand and appreciate beautiful meanings of a fraction of this universe. Therefore, there must be other conscious observers. There is a typo here, and readers. And these observers and readers are called angels. How about that? Think about the universe. And think about the library example I gave before. You are going to a library which is huge. You don't even see the outer dimensions of it. And everywhere you look, you see beautiful books with beautiful meanings in it, and scientific information in it. And they're all purposeful. And you see that you're the only person coming here. What you think is that maybe I am the only person here because I only see myself. There must be other readers. I don't see them now, but they must exist. Sounded weird.
I don't know. You're saying that with a lot of certainty.
We're gonna come to it,
Okay.
and you're asking how do we know it, right?
Well, I actually had another question in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
If I could hold it. If you
No, please go ahead and ask the question.
No, I see your point, but my question is this, that because the universe was created later, right? The angels were already there and they had the other dimension that they were existing in.
How do we know it? You remember one story in the Quran, but it is talking about the creation of human beings on earth. So if you're taking that perspective, the earth was there already. Okay? We don't know. So we're living in time and space. We don't know if they were created before the universe or after. Does that make sense? And we're gonna some studies, some verses about the connection of the angels and creation. But that aspect of it, we don't know. Could be true, could not be true. We don't know.
So my sort of question sort of goes in line with those series of thoughts as well, which is we accept that the most important aspect of creation is the sentience, is the consciousness.
Yes.
The ability
Yes.
to understand and appreciate Allah.
Absolutely.
Right? And that consciousness exists in the malaika and the human
Yes.
being, and the jinn.
And we're gonna talk about, some of the evidences of how do we know that they have consciousness. Please go ahead.
So this sort of leads to a thought process that I think we have to realize that the consciousness is the goal, is the purpose.
Yes.
Right? And if
Conscious
that's
contemplation.
right, so if that's the key,
Mhm.
then why are the angels being created for the observance of the universe?
Mhm.
Right? Does it tackle the question of why they're being sentiently created
Mhm.
just for the creation? I mean, for having been created. You know?
But we are living in the universe, and we're looking at some of. Are you done? Are you finished with your question? Or
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your point if you still want to add something.
No, I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah. So when we look at the creation, say for example, we are living in alam shahada. We are living in the seen world, and we have never been to the other side of it, and we cannot speak from the other side of it. Malaika are like this. They look like this. They do this, that. We cannot talk about it from that perspective. We live in here. And we make some inferences about the ghaib of this universe by looking at the outer aspects of it. And we see certain patterns. Say, for example, we see that food is given to who? Food is given to who?
Hungry people.
To hungry people. So if you look at the milk, it is a pure beauty, and it is given to the babies, right? Even the milk that we get from the cows and other cattle, they are actually. I grew up at a farm, and I know how it works. So it's not like you have cow and they are giving milk all the time. Of course, we benefit from it too. It is how it is constructed. Or created in this universe, but the cycle goes with the birth of babies. So the milk or the food or whatever is given to those who need it. Beauty is shown to those who appreciate it. Say, for example, we are not living in this world which is like Mars, the surface of Mars, and there's Mars in another place, and we're here, but the beauty is there. They are here. The setup is like that. So we see that there is a pattern of how things work. Food is given to the hungry. Beauty is given to those who appreciate it. We see that everything in the universe is set up in this way.
So
Everything has a purpose. And we actually, even when we show the art to people, it is something created in us so that we understand with our limited capabilities have some understanding of our Creator. You have the capability of producing art, and you want to show it to people, right? this also, I'm sorry, brother, yeah, I'll get back. This also takes us back to this